Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Ask Barry V Show. I'm Barry Vanover. This is Miles Baker, and you are watching episode, what is this, 71. Today's show is brought to you by MartialArtsMarketing.com. They have a ton of just put up Christmas products, marketing products. Particularly, we've already ordered our Christmas marketing cards that we're going to be handing out at promotional booths at the openings of different movies over the holiday season. We're going to be taking these cards to daycares and after-school places for the staff to hand those to the kids. We're going to be giving them to our students to hand out, making them available to their parents to give out and put in stocking stuffers for their relatives and friends for our martial arts promotion, Karate for Christmas promotion. Now, those cards at martialartsmarketing.com, you're seeing a few of these examples on the screen that Nick put up to show you guys. But those are 20% off for a limited time with the coupon code XMAS, XMAS. You can get that. So go check those out. All right, Mr. Baker, you ready for the first question?
First question this week comes from Kate B. Kate B asks, I don't know what my exact retention is, but I know we are not growing, even though we're signing up new students every month. What are some ideas to increase student retention?
Okay. So, Kate, make sure that we use Studio Pro software, and that calculates your retention for you automatically. If you keep accurate stats, you keep accurate attendance in the software, it's going to show you what your attrition and retention ratios are, and you're going to know exactly where you stand on that. And that's a really important number. But, I'm like you already got a feel for what's happening. You guys are signing some people up, but you never grow, and it's been a period of time that you've been what I call stagnant, right? So you probably are losing as many as you're signing up, if not more. So you definitely do have a problem. So when it comes to keeping your students training, you got to look at the classroom floor, what's happening on the floor. The one thing in talking to all school owners that me and you deal with is they all want information on marketing. Yep. They all have staff problems. They all know their business systems. When they first come to us, they need help and are weak. But overwhelmingly, the large percentage of martial arts instructors and owners we talk to think their classroom floor is good. They don't realize what all they're not doing. They're not doing different class formations. They're not doing anchoring. They're not doing the 7 ways, alternating the 7 ways to line up new students. They're not doing the 5 steps of correcting bad behavior. They're not doing all the exciting drill for skill program. They're probably not doing the mat chats and huddling the kids up and having a motivating personal development, character development topic every week and talked about every day in the class. They're probably not changing their music up and making it exciting. I've given you, Kate, 7 or 8 things right there that you need to look at. And let's not forget about tracking attendance is one thing, but following up on that information. Do those missing in action text, calls, or emails on Wednesday. Or anybody that hasn't been there Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, right after your last 8 to 12-year-old class on Wednesday or 5 to 7-year-old, you should be able, if you're keeping good attendance records on your software, you should be able, like in Studio Pro, pull up the attendance and simply click a button and either email all your students that haven't been there so far this week as a way of reminding them to get back into class and how important attendance is. So follow up with that. In the olden days, oh my God, I can't believe I just said that. And back in the day, we made phone calls. Now you can text people, mass text them from your software. You can email them from your software. And I'm not saying every now and then a good old phone call, pick it up, call them and talk to the mother and what's up with we haven't seen your child, or the adult student, we haven't seen you so far this week. So make sure you follow through and that you're showing your students, letting them know that you are aware they're not coming for the past week or so, and that you care. With all the other things I mentioned about making sure that classroom floor, we always say, and when we do one of the instructor colleges, that a good class has to be the most exciting part of that child's day. right? I joke and say, your class should be so exciting. Those kids want to slap Mickey Mouse right in the face because they never had that much fun ever at Disney, right? So you got to keep that in mind, because when it comes to kids, we're in the edutainment business. We got to educate them and entertain them at the same time.
And I think it's important to have an outside person come and look at your classroom floor. Even if you know all the things that you just mentioned, like our managers, we'll still go evaluate our school's managers and how they're teaching, and just make sure that every 90 days things are still being ran tight. Because it's hard to look at it objectively when you're in there every day, you're teaching the class, or maybe you have a close relationship with your instructor, you're the owner, and you think they're doing a great job, but it's just like when you have a martial arts instructor look at you in your martial arts. I didn't realize I was dropping my right hand every time I threw my left hook. I could have sworn I was keeping it up. So it's
that's
just
what
really,
a coach is for.
Exactly.
Yeah. And oh man, this is going to segue into the perfect plug, and somebody's going to give me shit online about it. But that's what our Leader's Edge program is. It's a mentoring and coaching program that one of us come and visit your school and see things firsthand, get to know you and your staff. We really get involved in your business, and you can see that. What is the email, the URL for Leader's Edge?
LeadersEdgeMentoring.com.
LeadersEdgeMentoring.com. You can check the details out there.
Yep. Next question comes from Ian. Ian asks, he says, do you know of any appropriate movies that are coming up that we should consider doing demos for?
Well, Ian, I actually saw your question come through, so I did a little research for you, and I found out some good information. Don't forget, Thor Ragnarok comes out this weekend. Now, actually, as you see this, you're probably going to miss the opening weekend. But I did hear that movie was awesome. Yeah. And the other Thor movies kind of sucked. But I heard this one was really, really good. We're going to go see that Friday, right, with the kids. Yep. But I did a little research. Don't forget, Justice League is coming out November 17th. Going to be huge, getting good pre-reviews. Disney has a new movie over the holidays called Coco, and it's a Latino themed. It's about the Day of the Dead, I think. It looks really, really good. Remember, don't just go for the martial arts movies or the big superhero movies always. Our target is 5 to 12-year-olds, and a lot of those dudes are going to see Disney movies and kids movies. Those are probably even better than your big blockbusters, because a lot of those kids, parents don't let them go see, the PG-13 type movies or whatever, even though, we do. We let our kids go see them, but whatever. And then probably one of the biggest weekends is going to be, by the way, Coco comes out November 22nd. Star Wars and a new children's movie, Ferdinand, both come out December 15th. The new Star Wars, I don't know the actual name of it. I just know it comes out December 15th. That's going to be a huge, huge weekend over Christmas holidays, man. You need to have a promotional booth there. And Jumanji, they're bringing a new Jumanji back December 20th, and that's going to be a big weekend, I would imagine, for the new Jumanji. But more importantly, what are you going to do at your promotional booth? So let's help him out on that. You do a lead. The number one purpose of your promotional booth is to generate leads. Take those names, emails, and phone numbers and dump them in your Studio Pro or your software, whatever software you're using. Dump them in there and let that automated marketing funnel start working for them as you start trying to contact them through a texting, email, or a personal phone call to schedule an appointment, right? Drive them with marketing materials. I'll take them to your website where they can schedule an appointment there, or they can go ahead and purchase your introductory lesson. So gathering a lead. You give them a lead generation idea for promotional booth, and I'll do one. Let's bounce them back fast as we can.
Lead generation, we always do spin wheel. Got to have the spin wheel. That's an easy one.
Okay, spin wheel. Registration or contest boxes for birthday parties and memberships that you're raffling off, like 1 year membership or 6 month membership.
Yep. We're going to do our mass intro, so our next event. Register for our next event.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, you're promoting the next mass intro, so you're having them pre-register.
Yeah,
exactly. Damn.
We can do all of our services. I mean, you can register for free parents' night out. Any of those kinds of events that we have. It doesn't have to be just a mass intro.
So we've given him 3 different ways to gather a lead. I probably wouldn't do board breaking. We'd only do those when we're at an elementary school, like a fall festival or something like that.
We've done 3 and 5 minute intros. I've done intros in the middle of a movie theater, get 10 kids together, it's 3 minutes, and mom and dad are standing around watching.
And invite them to the next mass intro, earn their white belt, get a free uniform. Great idea.
Yeah.
I thought there was 5 main ways that we, for the promotional boost.
Our spin wheel.
This is my first cup of coffee today. So,
I don't know, but if you hit all those,
he didn't even ask us that question, so that was just bonus. By the way, we just went and got a cup of coffee down the street. It's already the day after Halloween's when we're filming this. It's already about Christmas time. They had Christmas music playing, and they had Christmas coffee cups. It's holidays, guys. It is holidays as of right now.
Yes, it is. Victory time.
Victory time. Victory! Eric and Letitia Arriaga, Harlingen, Texas. And let's not forget Tabitha, Miss Tabitha, which is their amazing manager at that location. These guys are doing amazing. When they first started working with us and doing their systems, they had about 100 students. Now they've been averaging for over a year, 20 new students a month. They did 31 new students last month. They're over 100 students. They're averaging $28,000 a month gross revenue. And in the first 9 months of this year, they're well over $250,000 gross revenue.
So
I think it was like,
100 students.
yeah, it's like 250,000 or some odd thousand, whatever. I can't remember the exact number, but they are crushing it down there in Harlingen. So doing amazing, amazing things. Now, I don't want to say this in a negative way. I think it's an amazing way. Harlingen, Texas isn't friggin' Atlanta or Manhattan or New Jersey. Right. Some of these subdivisions, a lot of schools in the DC area do great. They're in big suburbs with tons of population and tons of big business and money. They're on the border of Mexico, deep down in Texas. Yeah. Well, Knoxville's not the most exciting place to live and operate business either, but I'm even more proud of them because they're doing money numbers that people in better markets can't do because they're doing good business systems. Congratulations, Eric and Letitia and Tabitha.
Absolutely. All right, what's next?
Shameless plug of the day is the same systems that Eric and Letitia are running down in Harlingen, you can get for your school for $497 a month, designed in a certain order, certain timing, certain content to have the biggest impact on your business. You can check that out at mabusinessmaximizer.com and see all those details. Next question.
Right. Next question, a little long, so hang with me here. Alan A. asks, he says, we have a Taekwondo branch at this community center that has literally thousands of people going there for different activities, including hockey and swimming, etc. If we do promotions like at our headquarters, we will have easily 100 students, but the program director is not very cooperative, and many things that we want to do to promote our program don't receive a warm welcome. We are at below 20 students, and that number is also shrinking. What would you suggest to grow the number?
Man, you know what, Ian, you got a problem on your hands because it sounds like, this is a tough one, because it sounds like he's trying to start a satellite program in a rec center, but the manager of the rec center or the staff are fighting him in different ideas he has to promote to their members of that rec center.
Sounds like it.
So, man, I could give you a bazillion ideas of how to promote martial arts inside the rec center if they will allow you those effective forms of communication to their members, but it sounds like he's shutting it down. So the only thing I can tell you, is exactly like when an elementary school shuts us down, we go around the elementary school. One way of doing that would be Facebook. We will run a Facebook ad that says students of or families of North Shore Elementary, you're invited to a free community event this date at this time for Knox County school-age children 5 through 12. And what that does is it makes it sound like it's official with the school system somehow, but it's not. But we can say that because it is we don't want kids from another county school system. We only want kids from 5 to 12 years old. And we're inviting a special day, families just of that elementary school, hoping that there's more camaraderie. You could do the exact same thing in the name of this rec center. Families of Stony Brook Rec Center. You're invited to a free workshop, right? On a certain date and a certain time. So when you're running that Facebook ad, families that already go to that rec center that you're trying to reach, now there's a way of communicating with you. And what I would do is when they click on the Facebook ad, you're going to want to put them, when they register for this free event, what you're doing then is you're gathering their emails. Now you can send them marketing emails and communicate with them directly without going through the rec center manager. communicate with them about the prices you charge for martial arts lessons at the rec center, what day and times they are, what style of martial arts you teach. Give them a free 2 weeks of class or a week free to try it, whatever you want to do. My point is, you got to figure out how to gather the lead information on the members of that rec center without going through the rec center. Now, if the rec center will give up the members' emails to you, then that's easy, but sounds like they're not going to do that. So that's the next approach I would take. We got to figure out how to communicate with these people without going through the manager.
And if at some point you're butting heads so much with the manager, what's this relationship really worth?
Yeah, he's trying to reach those 1,000.
Yeah, well, I agree. There's a lot of potential there for sure, but I mean, he's got a roadblock.
If he does car flying, he's going to get busted and get in trouble. Sure. He probably can't put up a lead box inside. Yeah. If he could, put up a lead box inside. Yeah. But you know what? Another thing, dude, I'm all about communication. I would sit down with this manager person and talk to them about your program and that you sense an unwillingness to help promote your particular class at the rec center. And is this real assumption or is it in your imagination and maybe it's a miscommunication? So check that out also.
Very true. Our last question.
Damn, that was good stuff right there. I got chills just thinking about it, just saying it.
Our last question comes from Brandon T. He asks, he says, what are some great buddy events that your schools do?
Okay. What's our 2 standard ones? Every month, no matter what, we do.
Parents Night Out, White Belt Buddy Bash.
Parents Night Out on the middle Friday of the month. White Belt Buddy Bash on the last Friday of the month. I heard you talking to the team this morning, to all the managers in Knoxville about having a buddy week.
Yep, impromptu buddy week.
They can come, buddies can come all week long. That leads them into a mass intro on Saturday to earn their white belt or get a free uniform. What else?
Buddy weeks can be themed, to just change it up because, buddy week can get old. If you don't want to do it, obviously, too much. But
a couple times a year.
You do it a couple times a year, but even if you get real good with your teams, you might be able to stretch it to 3 times a year or every 3 months or something with Nerf Wars buddy week. So the last 5 minutes of class.
And your Parents Night Out.
Absolutely.
Making those different and exciting and promoting Parents Night Out on Facebook to the community. I saw a guy has a Parents Night Out program for sale. I get the 2 Kiefer brothers mixed up. Kiefer?
Sure.
Kiefer.
Yeah.
Scott Kiefer. Yeah. Scott Kiefer was the dad. Adam and I forget the others. Jason. I forget which one because they both are doing different things in the martial arts industry. But they have a Parents Night Out program. They had it on sale for $104, and it was 12 different themes. Oh, cool, yeah. The artwork was great. It motivated me. I called our graphics person. I'm like, you got to redo our 12 themes, man, and make them look better, right? Yeah. So you'll have our version coming out for sale soon, probably. But making those different and exciting, so community wants to come to those.
In the summertime, we're always doing outdoor stuff. So whether it's martial arts in the park, we would do pizza in the park, an 1.5-hour event, and then have them bring all their buddies to the park, and we do a little martial arts lesson. And
just your disguising of your mass intros and promoting it to the public. That's a buddy event if you think about it, where you're having a bring a buddy, break a board event. You're doing ABCs of Success, Karate for Concentration, Kids Safe. In a buddy event, you should teach these different workshops through the year for your own students. Charge $10 to your own students and let that go to Premier Kids Foundation to buy underprivileged children martial arts lessons. Or if they bring a friend, they can come for free. And blow it up and make it exciting. Like every kid's going to be here. It's so awesome. It's exciting. They're going to want to bring a friend to come, or that you're going to bring in $10 to donate to some kind of charity, right? So there's so many different ways. I hope there's a few. I hope that helps you a little bit on getting buddies and friends involved. Just a good referral program where your students can earn to something to bring in the lead information of their friend, and if they come in, they get an extra something, and if they join, then they get some kind of referral. Whether you're giving them a free month on their membership, you're giving them a $50 or $100 Visa gift card for every friend they sign up. Have a good referral program to sign that goes on at your school all the time, a karate dollar program or something,
Absolutely. That is all the questions for this week.
All right, thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week.